Hi, Tom Lydon in Hollywood, Florida at the Inside ETF conference. I'm here with Bruce Bond, longtime friend, co-founder and CEO of Innovator ETFs. Great seeing you, Bruce.
Yeah, good to see you too, Tom.
So, man, when you were at Power Shares and got that whole thing going, you were really one of the innovators in the ETF industry.
Yeah.
Then you enjoyed family for a while.
Right,
and now you're back.
Yeah.
You're back. You're back with Innovators.
Why would you do this? Right?
But it's so fantastic.
Right,
But
yeah.
obviously you see a need.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
So what is that need and what is Innovator Share solving?
You know, kind of the way we look at it is 75% of the assets today are pre-retirement or retirement. And they're getting very close and ready to just retire, and they want those assets to be safe. And we see an opportunity within the ETF space that wasn't there before to provide a buffered ETF. And really what that is that you can buy the S&P 500 with downside buffer. So you're protected either for 9% or 15% or 30%.
You can select, right?
Yeah, you can select.
Because you give given options, right?
Exactly. You can get the 9% or the 15% or the 30%er. And those have different upside participations. One's up at 22, one's up at 13, the other one's at 12. But people can choose. They can say, look, I want the upside of the market, but I don't want to subject myself to the downside of the market. I don't see a need to at this point, and I just don't want to. I'm on a fixed income. I've got this money. You know, 10% is enough. Yeah, my earning years are behind. I'm on a fixed. 10% is enough for me, and I don't want to go through a, holy smokes, the market's down, 30, 40%. I just don't want to go through it.
Right.
And so we see a huge opportunity there for people that have a preservation of capital mindset, and they just don't want to take the risk in the equity market. Or they say, yeah, I'm going to do this, and I can take some of those bonds and now move them over to the equity side and get more participation, grow my assets if they need to grow their assets. And so we're seeing these as tools to be able to use in a portfolio that haven't been available for them.
So you've got three. Take a second and dive into how you construct those ETFs to be able to get those outcomes.
Yeah, so basically what it is, it's a portfolio of options. And these options have custom strikes, which means they start on this date and they end on this exact date next year. So you would buy it today and then it would end on a specific date, all of those. And they pay out at a certain value. It's almost like buying a bond that matures on a certain day.
Kind of like the bullet shares that are now at Invesco, right?
Yeah, they mature at a certain date, and you're buying in here. You might buy at a little bit of a premium or a little bit of a discount, but you're informed. If you go to the Innovator website, it will tell you, well, this is what your outcome will be. If the S&P does this, you will do this, and this is what you will get at the end of your term.
So you can actually model it yourself.
Yeah, you can just go in there and see, this is what my return will be. And then what happens, at the end of the term, it automatically resets. It gives you a new downside buffer, it gives you a new upside cap, and you're able to say, okay, I'm just going to continue with this.
So each term expires, and then as you set the next term, it'll show you what you're going to get for the next term.
Exactly. The important thing for people to understand is that the fund never ends. It's different from a bullet share in that standpoint, that it doesn't mature. It just, the options within the portfolio, they expire, and then we roll over into a new basket of, and then you just go again. And so you keep getting this downside buffer and this upside participation through time, and you really don't have to do anything. So people that don't want to take the downside of the equity market, but they want the upside participation, it's right there for them and available.
So if somebody wanted to look at it, what's your website?
InnovatorETFs.com.
InnovatorETFs.com.
Yeah.
So go check it out. Bruce, as always, great seeing you. Good to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Good to be here. Thanks for having me.